$1.82. That was all, and 60 cents of it was in pennies. Pennies saved 1 and 2 at a time. Della counted it for the third time.
$1.80, $1.81, $1.82.
It was still the same, and the next day would be Christmas. $1.82 with which to buy a present for Jim. There was clearly nothing to do but flop down on the shabby little couch and howl. She gets herself together and heads to the butcher shop for dinner. She enters and sees Ben.
What can I do for you? Roast beef? Fried ham? Well, Ben, I'd like to have 2 lamb chops. All right, 2 lamb chops. But not too large. I only have 50 cents for the 2 of them. How are the produce and Mister coming along? Oh, well, after these lamb chops, I only have $1.82. That's just not much. You can't get anything for $1.82. Looks like you have half of it in pennies. Well, I counted it 3 times, and it still comes up to $1.82. Just can't buy anything with that. Well, while you're at it, here's your lamb chops and a nickel. Merry Christmas, Ben. Merry Christmas, Stella.
Well, what do we have here?
Here you are. There's Della Young. Seems to stop and stare at those combs in the window every day.
I bet it's those imported combs that caught her fancy. It'll be a warm day in December before she will be able to afford them on her conductor pay.
Too bad. Della's hair thick enough to wear those combs.
Hello, Mr. Brown. How are you today?
Oh, Miss Berryman, I'm doing fine. Just fine.
Any Christmas cards for me?
Well, let me see. 1, 2, 3. My goodness.
Thank you, Mr. Brown. Would you care to come up and have a Christmas cookie and some cheer?
That's very kind of you, but I have a lot of Christmas cards and letters to deliver. Maybe another time.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
You are able to see on the letterbox a card bearing the name Mr. James Dillingham Young. The Dillingham had been flung to the breeze during a former period of prosperity when its possessor was being paid $30 per week. Now, when the income was shrunk to $20, the letters of Dillingham looked blurred. They were thinking seriously of contracting to a modest and unassuming D, but whenever Mr. James Dillingham Young came home and reached his flat above, he was called Jim and greatly hugged by Mrs. James Dillingham Young. As she stands before the pier glass, Della pulls down her hair. It falls to its full length. Now there are 2 possessions at the James Dillingham Youngs in which they took a mighty pride. One was Jim's pocket watch that had been his father's and grandfather's. The other was Della's hair, which now ripples about her, shining like a cascade of brown water. Her eyes are brilliant, but her face has lost its color. Nervously, quickly, she does her hair up again, slips into her old brown jacket, and in the twinkling of an eye, she is halfway down the stairs and out the door. Della has a determined, almost desperate look as she sights a sign reading, Madame Sofroni, hair goods above all kind. Della rushes, panting, up the stairs and bumps into the portly figure of Madame Sofroni.
Will you buy my hair? I buy hair. Take your hair down, have a look at it. Very nice. I'll give you $20 for it. All right, only quickly, please. You might want to close your eyes.
In a few minutes, the implacable Madame Sofroni and her scissors have done the job, and Della, minus her hair, but richer by $20, flees from the store into the street again. This time, she's looking for a different store to buy, not to sell. At last, she finds herself in a department store in the midst of a holiday throng. At the jewelry counter, she longingly handles a platinum chain.
You did say $20, didn't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, that's what I thought.
This is it. This is the present made just for Jim and no one else. It's a platinum watch chain, simple and chaste in design. Della has made up her mind.
I'll take it.
With the chain wrapped in a holiday box and clutched in her eager hand, Della finds herself out on the street. Meanwhile, Jim leaves work hurriedly after selling his beloved pocket watch earlier that day. It's Christmas Eve and the store will close early this evening. Jim knew what Della wanted for her hair to set it off beautifully.
Good evening, may I help you?
Hi, yeah, can I get those pure tortoiseshell hair combs that are in your window? Oh, and could you please gift wrap it too?
I'd be glad to.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
There's a sudden shock as the pier glass confronts her, this time accusingly.
If Jim doesn't kill me first, he'll say I look like a Coney Island chorus girl.
But no more time for reflections, physical or mental. It's nearly 7 and Jim is never late. Now she hears his steps on the stairs way down on the first flight. She has a habit of saying silent little prayers about the simplest, everyday things, and now she whispers,
Please, God, make him not mind my hair so much. Make him think I'm so pretty.
The door opens and Jim steps in and closes it.
Jim, darling, don't look at me that way. I had my hair cut off and sold because I couldn't have lived through Christmas without giving you a present. It'll grow out again, and you won't mind, will you? I just had to do it. My hair grows awful fast. Say Merry Christmas, Jim, and let's be happy. And wait to see the beautiful gift I got for you.
After Della is done rattling on, Jim asks.
You cut off your hair?
Della tries again, this time more patiently.
So I tell you, sold and gone too. And it went for you, Jim. Maybe the hairs on my head were counted, but nobody could ever count my love for you.
At last, Jim seems to wake out of his trance.
Oh, Jim, they're beautiful. How did you know? They're what I've always wanted. Oh no, my hair. How can I wear them?
Don't worry, your hair will grow back in soon. It grows quickly. You'll be able to wear them in no time.
Della puts the combs down carefully and lovingly, and even more radiantly prepares to show Jim his gift. She holds it out eagerly on an outstretched palm.
Isn't it a beauty, Jim? You'll have to look at the timer every 15 minutes now. Give me your watch. I want to see how it looks with the chain.
Della, let's put our Christmas gifts away for a while. I sold my watch to get the money for your combs.
We'll get your watch back, Jim. We will.
How about we just sit here for a while and have dinner later?
The Magi visited the Holy Family at the stable in Bethlehem and were the first to give gifts to Christ. Like Jim and Della, Jesus gives us the greatest gift of all, sacrificial love. This Advent season, let it be said that of all who give gifts, they were the wisest. They teach us that love is the essence of giving, and true love involves sacrifice. Jim and Della are reminiscent of the Magi. Of all who give gifts, these foolish ones were the wisest, for they teach us the lesson of true gift giving. For without sacrifice, there can be no love.